I'm Polly Bath, and I travel throughout the country in schools to help teachers and all staff to manage and intervene with disruptive behavior that, well, disrupts instruction. So today, I'm going to answer one of your questions. Today's question is, the kids in my second grade class are so disrespectful to one another. They're really mean. We talk all the time about how to treat others the way we want to be treated, but they don't seem to care. How do I get them to be kinder? I don't know if you've noticed this, folks, but we have seen an increase in kids not being able to treat each other kindly. And they're downright mean sometimes, even our youngest of kids. So let me give you a little background on this. In the past couple of years, in the past 10 years, I'd say, but when we went through some rough times during the years 2020 and 2021, and even into 2022, we saw a lot of kids that had a lot of social interaction via what we're doing now, virtual. And we know how easy it is to say something virtually, type something, comment on something when you're not right next to someone. Adults have a hard time with that. It's very safe to be mean to somebody online. They have a hard time transitioning that into life. Now, we know as adults, we should be able to know when we're in front of someone and that's not a good comment. They have a harder time because they're children. So we have to actually teach that. So part of that is, let's not ban what they do virtually. Let's teach them how to use it. The second thing on that is that whole sentence of treat others the way you'd like to be treated. If you think about that, you see posters on walls. It's not realistic when I see that poster on the wall. It actually makes me a little nervous. Treat others the way you'd like to be treated. You've got to consider the kiddo who goes home and is not treated very kindly at home. And so therefore, they don't see any reason why they shouldn't come to school and treat people the way they're treated, because that's their norm. And kids, people in general, when you think about this from a brain-based research, is that people get better at navigating negativity than positivity when that's part of their regular life. So they're not really good handling kindness. They're actually more efficient at handling meanness. So how do you respond to this? Basically, response is, what do I say back? If a kid says something like, oh man, you're ugly, or your mother, or whatever it is they're saying, I'm going to say to them, not okay, we're in school. You're doing a great job on this right now. So I'm going to correct that behavior really short and sweet. That's not okay, we're in school. And by the way, that's my favorite script, because I have to say, we're in school. And then I go on and I kind of give you a little hey, you're doing pretty well right here. To kind of change your brain a little bit that says, I like hearing that kindness, because that's a feedback loop. I like hearing that kindness. I'm not efficient with it, but it might start to change the way they're treating other people. The other is setting up that culture in the classroom of what you tolerate and what you don't tolerate. And you simply say to them, we're not tolerating that. So if that's the case, as soon as you hear a comment fly out of somebody else's mouth towards another person, you say, that's not tolerable here, or not tolerating. Whatever it is, keep that script in mind, because it reminds them that these are clear expectations. Don't go into a big dissertation about how they're disrespectful and blah, 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 because remember, disrespect is always based on our background and the way we were raised. So you teach them what the expectations are in that particular workplace, because school is their workplace. And remember, don't make assumptions that they understand what disrespect is unless you're actually teaching what respect is in your environment. Thanks for that question. And if you have questions that you'd like to see in a future episode, please include those in the comments below.